Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 12 News Weekend Edition. I'm Kathryn Ghion. After last night's rain, many counties have experienced heavy flooding, damaging homes, roads, and more. Marion County was one of the hardest hit areas. The Marion County Sheriff's Department is investigating a single vehicle accident in the county. It happened around 2:30 this morning on Timms Run Road. One person was transported by ambulance to United Hospital Center. No word on their condition. The Worthington Fire Department and Marion County Rescue Squad responded. Today was the road bond vote for West Virginians, and the unofficial results are still coming in. Right now, with 95% of precincts reporting, yes leads with more than 72% of the vote. No is still at 27%. So the $1.6 billion bond package is approved. It will launch a massive construction effort to fix roads, bridges, and highways across the Mountain State. And Secretary of State Mac Warner had a busy day. He traveled to 5 counties, visiting many polling stations in lieu of today's vote. Being his first year, he wanted to make sure he understood how everything came together, and he took the time to work with polling stations and county clerks, even supervising the counting in Upshur County and helping out when needed. West Virginia Attorney General Patrick Morrisey has joined a bipartisan group of attorney generals in writing letters to 15 healthcare companies asking them to develop programs to mitigate opioid abuse. Attorney General Morrisey applauds CVS Health Corporation for developing a program that limits the dosage amount in one prescription of opioids. Many pharmacies use to distribute 30-day supplies of prescription opioids, and Morrisey says that this quantity is too much and often leads people to get addicted, leave their unused prescriptions in an unsafe place, and causes criminal activity. He hopes other healthcare companies follow CVS's example. Well, if you're not hungry, you will be now. Fritti, pizza, meatballs, and more. The 39th Italian Heritage Festival kicks off in downtown Clarksburg today. Vendors line Main Street, and the center stage prepares for its main act tonight at 8 p.m. Hot peppers, hoagies, and traditional Italian foods can be seen and smelled from miles away. The chairman of the Italian Heritage Festival says all the festivities will go on, rain or shine. The chairman says this year is also a year in preparation of the big 40th anniversary next year. And while WVU is handling the discipline, it brings up an important lesson for other students about technology. If a business sells to the operative more than once, the Alcohol Beverage Control Administration will investigate. The Sheriff's Department can't do these checks in bars, though, without an ABCA agent present. Although the Mountain State is hundreds of miles away, West Virginians are still pulling together to help. Paige Hopkins reports. WBOY has been on the air 60 years this year, and we're celebrating. Dawn Gray, Gretchen Ross, and Brian Sherman join us live now from the Bridgeport Conference Center. Are you having fun over there, guys? I'll be honest, all I heard when you said the temperatures were going to go colder is that I can put my scarves on, because I love wearing scarves.
I knew you'd say that. Always looking positive, and your scarves have just been on standby for so long.
I bought a new one.
Did you now?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad to be the bearer of good news, at least for you.
Yeah, good and bad. I'll take the good. I'll let you slide with the whole snow thing. You know, I go to a bunch of these rides and everybody tells me that I need to get on a bike. So maybe we need to find somebody to take us on a bike.
Let's do it.
I know last week or 2 weeks ago I told you I was ready for the fall temperatures, but I lied.
Oh, you were?
I lied.
That's okay. You can take it back.
I'm not quite ready to part with the 80s. A Harrison County business was damaged after a fire broke out early this morning. According to the Shinston Fire Department, it happened around 7:20 this morning at Rick's Collision on South Pike Street. Shinston, Spelter, Lumberport, Bridgeport, and Worthington fire departments were on scene, as well as Harrison County EMS. No word on what caused the fire. Stay with 12 News for any updates. The Sheriff's Department is also investigating an accident that happened just before 6:30 Saturday night at the Main Street intersection in Farmington. One person was also transported in that accident by helicopter to Ruby Memorial Hospital. No word on their condition. The Marion County Rescue Squad and the Fairmont Fire Department responded. Stay with 12 News for the latest updates. The cause of the accident is currently under investigation. Jones is survived by his wife, 2 children, and 5 grandchildren. In a statement, you WCC offered its deepest condolences to the family in this difficult time. Governor Justice also issued a statement late last night. The Edward Jones office in Morgantown, in conjunction with Fresh Harvest Church, are serving the community in the disposing of old and worn American flags. You can drop off your worn-out flag at either of these locations until September 5th. A ceremony to dispose of the flags will be held in October by retired Chief and Pastor Dave Hood. The purpose is to teach the youth the proper respect for the flag and the freedoms it represents. The National Flood Insurance Program is adjusting flood maps for Monongalia County. The Federal Emergency Management Agency held a community coordination and outreach meeting to discuss the changes with engineers and city leaders. The new flood insurance study and flood insurance rate map are preliminary. They'll be reviewed before being adopted by each community to get the most accurate flood risk. Hurricanes Irma and Harvey have left a mess for large portions of the country, and the Red Cross is just one of the organizations working to help clean up. In a political climate where bipartisanism is hard to find, legislation passing unanimously is rare. But the West Virginia House and Senate did unanimously pass legislation that names a Lewis County bridge after the late Sergeant Beecher J. Rhodes. Rhodes enlisted at age 16 following the attack on Pearl Harbor. He served during World War II and the Korean War. Family and friends gathered this afternoon to remember and honor his service. On December 21st, 1984, Georgianne Wells made history at the formerly named Randolph County Armory. She became the first woman to dunk a basketball in a game. Wells returned to Elkins for a mural dedication to honor her and this great moment in sports history at the Phil Gaynor Community Center. Wells spent the afternoon signing autographs and remembering the history made that day.